Yes, welcome back. So we have finished the marathon for all the chapters except standards. By the way, in standards also, not all the standards. Look, only 6 or 7 standards, because most of the standards we covered as part of various chapters. Only for 6 or 7 standards only we have not covered marathon. So first understand that. Don't assume standards means all 26 standards. Okay, most of the standards we have already covered. Now, so let us understand how we should prepare this auditing syllabus. I'm first listing out all the chapters. I'm listing out the chapters into 2 parts. You also note it down. First one, fundamentals. I'm preparing the chapters list as per the material which I'm giving, fundamentals. Second one, nature, objective and scope of audit. Third one, we have a chapter called appointment of auditors, nothing but company audit. Fourth one, audit report. We have a chapter called audit report. Fifth one, cooperative societies audit, societies audit. Sixth one, documentation and evidence. Documentation and evidence. Seventh one, fraud. And if you observe, I'm keeping the 8th chapter here. I'm keeping the 8th chapter in the second segment. 8th chapter here. Risk assessment and internal control. See, I can say this is segment 1, this is segment 2 of the subject. What is segment 1, segment 2? Don't worry, I will tell you. Segment 1 means where you have to give most priority. Segment 2 you can give least priority, second priority I can say. Don't ignore, but second priority. Fraud. Then we have a chapter called sampling. And 10th chapter, there is another topic called analytical procedure. And there is another topic called 15th chapter, which we discussed, items of financial statements. And coming to the 8, 9, 10 already done. 11th chapter, audit strategy, planning and program. Audit strategy and planning and program. 12th chapter, I think 12th chapter in our material is bank audit. Not bank audit. Audit in automated environment. I think so. Yeah, exactly. Audit in automated environment. Dear old syllabus student, you don't worry. I'm going to give you an alternative thing. For old syllabus, it is CIS audit. For old syllabus, it is CIS audit. For old syllabus, for old scheme, this chapter, societies audit is not applicable, but remaining rest of the same is exactly same. Please, just because your old syllabus is not different. Audit, man, this is same. So audit in automated environment. 13th one in our material, standards on auditing, where I'm explaining you clearly some 6 or 7 standards in this. Standards on auditing. I will also write the name. So 250, 501, 505, 510, 550, 560, 580. Only these standards. Remaining all other standards are covered in previous chapters. Then 14th one, audit of banks. So the syllabus can be divided into these 2 parts. This entire syllabus, I will highlight it with another color. This entire syllabus, whatever I'm mentioning in the red one, this is 2/3 of the syllabus. Remaining 1/3 of the syllabus I am giving you under second priority. So what you should do, total, if you look at, and again, of course, here 16 and 16 years, sorry. Audit of different types of entities and government audit. So second category, these are all second category chapters. For this, I'm giving you one, this syllabus occupies 1/3, whereas this syllabus occupies 2/3. What you have to do? First, you have to be absolutely perfect in this syllabus. From this syllabus only, the weightage will be for 70 marks to 80 marks. And from this syllabus, the weightage will be 40 marks to 50 marks. Now, sir, what do you have to do? What do you mean by first category, second category? You are saying in the second category chapter, risk assessment, internal control, strategy, automated environment, standards, audit of banks, different types of entities, government audit. Do we have to ignore them? No, you should not ignore. See, now you understood the categories, right? No, you understood the category, right? Segment 1, section 1, section 2. We divided the subjects into section 1 and section 2, right? Here, you have to be prepared for descriptive pattern. You have to prepare the syllabus for descriptive pattern plus MCQ or true or false pattern for both. The segment 1 you have to give for both importance. So you have to be the best in these chapters. Best. You have your preparation should be at the best. Only when you complete segment 1, only if you get the confidence that you are best in the segment 1, then only come to segment 2 and read. Otherwise, don't read. First, finish segment 1. The problem with all of us is we don't read anything perfectly. We read everything, go and get 13 marks in auditing. But my objective is I want you to prepare at least 2/3 syllabus the best. So first prepare this 2/3 syllabus the best. Any question, any concept, any paragraph we ask, you should be able to, tell very freely, very easily. Sir, terminology, sir, tough, sir, audit. No, don't say all the reasons. Segment 2, prepare for MCQ pattern only. Only for MCQ pattern. You need not, see, the only thing with respect to segment 2, what you have to do is analyze each and every concept thoroughly and leave it. Whereas segment 1, you have to analyze and do cumulative revision. You have to do cumulative revision of segment 1. Segment 2, you may or may not do cumulative revision, but segment 1, cumulative revision is must. And segment 2, your skill should be able to identify whether it is correct or not. If you get that skill to identify it is correct or not, that is enough for segment 2 chapters. Sir, what is segment 1 chapter and segment 2 chapter? I gave a list here already. I gave a list of the chapters here already. And I even gave you the material source also. So it is now your turn to strategically plan whatever I said and then prepare. That's it. So this is the strategy for auditing. Segment 2, remember, only for MCQ or true or false purpose only you're reading. So you need not try too much for remembering. Whereas segment 1, you have to analyze very, very in depth. You have to practice it more number of times. You naturally remember when you do that kind of cumulative revision practice. Whereas segment 2, you may not take that much of stress. And I'm telling you, segment 1, the weightage will be 70 marks to 80 marks. Whereas segment 2, the weightage will be 40 marks to 50 marks. Maybe 10 marks plus or minus in both the segments. So that's it. And segment 1 related, any question that come, you are only writing a perfect answer. That's your target. Instead of writing 100 marks average answers, you write 65 to 70 marks perfect answer, you will get 58, 59 easily. I myself is the example. At Ipcc, I wrote for 65 marks. At final, I wrote for 70. In both the exams, I got 59 exactly. It's not how much you write, it's what you write. Perfect answers carries always full marks. Average answers, above average answers, below average answers may or may not carry even half the mark. So this is the strategy for the subject of auditing. That's it. So I hope every one of you have got some clarity. If at all you're having any doubt further, you can text me on Telegram, or you can just comment in this video below in YouTube. I will be replying you. That's it. Have a nice time. For old scheme students, I'm telling you, same segment 1, items of financials are there, right? In that place, vouching and verification. That's it. Segment 2, CAS audit you can ignore. Items, different types of entities you can ignore. Government audit also you can ignore. That's it. And you old scheme students also can download the same material, whatever the source I set. Okay.